Hello there, and welcome. I think I'm still gonna be, like, taking a pause on the Buster only run of Mega Man X. So I think I'm playing today is Castlevania 2, since I played through Castlevania 1 last week. Let's see if I can get this set up the way I want first, though. If I add a frame, then I can see the edges of the game itself. Size it. I don't have, like, settings saved. I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna take off the frame. Now I want to change my controls. Jump. It doesn't really matter what B or Y are. Multi-screen? Is that what this is called? Oh, wait. What is multi-screen? Is that just the pause menu? I think I'm fine, assuming that works with start. Alright. Let's go. Obviously, Castlevania 2 is not incredibly popular, including among Castlevania fans. Actually, let me change something real quick. I want to not capture my mouse. Just in case I accidentally leave it on the screen. I don't want that to be visible. But alright. This game is, in fact, often very strongly disliked by people, but I don't necessarily agree with that. It's quite flawed, but I think it's still really fun to play. I don't know why I'm trying to, like... Oh, that's right, you do start with money. Want to buy holy water? Sure. I don't remember what all there is to buy in this first town. It's been a while since I've played. A white crystal. Obviously, I want that, but I don't have the money right now. Is that all there is to buy in... this is Algebra, I think. He doesn't do anything, yeah. I find this game actually really fun to replay. The progression I find very satisfying. Laurels? No, Thorn Whip 100. Right. I have holy water, so I can check if there's secrets in these rooms, but I don't think there are in this town. But honestly, the biggest issue I think this game has is, like, the fact that all of the tips are either poorly translated or just lies. There's very few characters that actually help you to make progress. Generally, they just hinder you. And that's really annoying. Oh, my nose. What a horrible night to have a curse. Yeah, and I don't find this... For one, I think this transition is fine. It doesn't happen often enough to be that annoying. And I take advantage of the nights to grind. So, like, it's not that big a deal. I don't remember what is the best grinding spot. And just drop right here, yeah. I don't remember what the best grinding spot is in this town. But generally, I just grind at night for hearts. And, like, I'm not that bothered by that. I think it's right here is usually where I do it. Like, I know a lot of people are annoyed at having to grind for hearts, but it doesn't really bother me. It's basically just running back and forth for a couple minutes doing this. I find the things you buy with the hearts satisfying enough to be more than worth the grinding, personally. My goal here for this stream is to play through all of Castlevania 2 and 3. That might be a bit long for That might be a bit long, especially for Castlevania 2. Like, 3 is not that much longer than the first game if you know what you're doing, which I kind of do. I've beat it a number of times. But Castlevania 2, even if I fully remembered how to do everything, still takes quite a lot longer than 1 to get through. How many hearts do I have? 40, almost enough to buy the white crystal. I know this is riveting gameplay, though. While it doesn't bother me, it is sort of a bummer as a, like, stream or Let's Play content. And a Let's Play, I might cut out the grinding, at least after the first night. But on stream, it's a bit more relaxed. Just a second. A message. Sorry, just a sec. Heart, don't want to lose that. 100, nice. If I can get 50 more, which I won't this night, then that'd be pretty cool. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. 112. Well, maybe I could have gotten 150 if I was paying more attention. I have enough to get the crystal or the whip, but not both. I'm gonna get the thorn whip first, obviously. That's holy water. The crystal's down there, I believe. But generally, I always get 100% in this game. Buy a thorn whip. Yes, absolutely I will. Which just makes your whip longer. It doesn't visibly change it otherwise, which is a bit of a bummer. But, sorry, my lips are dry. I'm gonna, like, lip balm. This is irritating me. Alright. Oh yeah. I always get 100% in this game, but I don't worry about the time it takes me. Which actually means I don't think I've ever gotten the good ending in this game. I've played this game like a couple dozen times. But I don't think I've ever gotten the good ending, because I never care about how many days it takes. Because which ending you get is based on how many in-game days it takes to get through. I don't remember the exact numbers. But, at a normal pace, and especially getting all the items, you're not gonna get anything but the bad ending. Maybe the, like, neutral ending. But the good ending requires very few days. I'm just gonna run back, because I don't really want to make progress. You gotta be careful when jumping to a new screen, because it will retain your current position. This reminds me of the underground section in the first level in Castlevania 1, obviously, with the mermen. Ooh, I leveled up. I am now level 1. I think you started level 0. A thing that we want to talk about often in this game is that it does have a leveling system. As you collect hearts, you level up. And the number of hearts needed to level up goes up over time. Goes up by 50 every time, I think. Leveling up increases your health. It doesn't increase your damage. It might increase your defense, though. I don't remember for sure. But you can only level up to a certain point in any area. Like, I am not... This area does not allow me to level up beyond... White crystal? Yeah. This area does not allow me to level up beyond level 1. If I go left, I could level up all the way to 3 or 4, I think. This is the holy water. I don't know why I'm coming here. Want to buy holy water? No, I already have. There's a ROM hack of this game where all of the characters' dialogue is changed to actually be helpful, to be real hints. Because in the original game, even the ones that are intended to be real hints are kind of ruined in the English version because they're translated poorly. The instructions are impossible to follow. And then even in the Japanese version, I believe, there are lots of characters that just straight up lie to you. You can't trust all NPCs, which is not generally how it works in games. Generally, NPCs are just sort of a tool to help the player. And at least in older games, there wasn't much of a thing of NPCs lying to you. I'm trying to think if that's a thing in any of the first couple Dragon Quest games. And I can't think of a time that a character tells you something that's not true. I also love the music in this game. So I'm trying to remember exactly... I should equip the white crystal. Doesn't matter right now, but I don't want to forget to. At nighttime, enemies take double the damage to kill, which doesn't matter right now because these dudes die in one hit to the original whip, and I upgraded it. And they also drop more hearts. And again, hearts are basically experience and money. And ammunition. All the sub-weapons except for the holy water require hearts. I could go this way. I think I want to go down first, but I don't remember where this actually goes. There's Bram's mansion, which I can do now, but I don't want to, I don't think. Ooh, I've now reached an area where I can level up, and the enemies don't die in one hit. So this would be a fine grinding spot to level up. Oh, even the bats take 2 hits to kill. Crazy. Ugh. The flying enemies can be a bit annoying. Oops, slow down. I believe both of these 2 paths just lead right here and you drop, yeah. I dropped because I was on the higher platform there. Ugh, I'm gonna get hit. Those dudes. I'm gonna ignore them. It's not what I normally do. I think I usually go down first. I don't have the map memorized anymore. I used to. Like, I remember vague details. There's an upgrade here that I want. And it's not that big a deal to die. I just want to make sure not to get a game over before I can spend my hearts. And before I level up. This is a sub-weapon that I only really use against the final boss. So it's not, like, crazy useful. You now possess the Sacred Flame. It's a great sub-weapon. It's just, it costs a lot of hearts. And generally, I don't use any of the sub-weapons in this game. I usually just attack with the whip. Most enemies, like, it's not that hard to counter them with the whip. I guess I'm just gonna go up on the, go as far forward on the higher path as I can. Ooh, I'm gonna die. Again, not a big deal. I just want to be careful not to get a game over before I can use the money that I collected. Which, is this a town? No. I guess I'm just gonna keep going on the upper path as far as I can. And then I guess I'll explore the splits in reverse order from how I normally do. It's nice when you can kill those dudes like that. Morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. God, I love Bloody Tears. That's this song, obviously. It is all-time classic. One of the most classic Castlevania songs, alongside the main themes of the previous two games. The previous game and the next two. Next 3, 4, really. They're all great. Of course, it depends on how you're counting. I'm thinking main series here. Not even counting the Castlevania X 68,000, which I usually count as a main game. Will you buy some garlic? Sure. I believe I'm heading toward the graveyard where that's useful. One thing I mentioned... I didn't know you could break that right there. I don't think I've ever done that. One thing I mentioned in my playthrough of Castlevania 1 last week is if you hold the whip button on stairs in 2 and 3, then you can whip repeatedly. If you hold up and whip, then you'll alternate between them. Or I guess it's 2 whips for each holy water throw. You're still alternating, just not neatly. I don't remember what all is available in any of these towns, if I'm being honest. Is this Laurel's? Or, I mean, I don't think it's a whip, right? Is this nothing? Because there's at least one building where you go down this far and over, and it's nothing. It's nothing. These ladies don't give you anything. Dracula's eyeball reflects the curse. I don't know what that means. Dracula's nail reflects projectiles. Yeah, I actually don't remember what his eyeball does. As you go through the game, you collect Dracula's parts. The story of this game is that Simon was injured in his battle with Dracula at the end of the first game. And because of Dracula's curse, his injury doesn't heal. It just slowly festers, and he's near death by the start of this game. And he learns from some creepy old lady in a graveyard that the only way to cure himself is to gather Dracula's body parts and burn them all. Yeah, it is Laurel's. That's what I thought. Yeah, I'll need some, so I might as well. I think 100 is the level, the point I need to get to now. Ugh, you only get 2 of each? That sucks. If I had the money, I might buy some more Laurels, but I don't need that many, not for a while. But, so yeah, in this game, you're gathering Dracula's body parts to burn them to cure Simon of Dracula's curse. Which really makes it feel like this game should be called Castlevania 2 Dracula's Curse. What did she say? I don't recognize her sprite. The dead river waits to be freed from the curse. I have no idea what that's about. I'd like to exchange a white crystal for a blue one. He just does. Now I have the blue crystal. Mute my phone. And my tablet, yeah. But in Japan, this game is called Dracula 2 Curse of the Seal, I believe. Dracula 2 Noroi no Fuin. Which they renamed to Castlevania 2 Dracula's Curse. Because actually, in Japan, this game doesn't have the series title in it. Obviously, in Japan, the series isn't called Castlevania. Though there were, like, 3 Castlevania games released with that name in Japan. Garlic. I'll give you this silver knife to save your neck. Should be life. That's a sub-weapon. It's quite powerful, but it uses hearts, so I never use it. And you actually, because this area is actually from way later in the game, if you have the patience, you can grind up to, I think, either max level or one level below the max right here on these two hands. You actually return here from the right. There's no way to get up there from here as far as I know. You're not supposed to, at least. But technically, you can get very high level grinding on those two hands. It's just really annoying and not at all worth it. How many hearts do I have left? I have 41? Nice. After I level up and spend the last of my money here, I might just kill myself. Can't read the signs, right? No. But yeah, in the name of the series in Japan is Akumajo Dracula, or Devil's Castle Dracula. Dracula is a part of the series title in Japan. Not in the US, obviously. But so the first game is called Akumajo Dracula, Devil's Castle Dracula. The second game is called Dracula 2, Curse of the Seal. And the third game is called Akumajo Densetsu, or Legend of the Devil's Castle. So there's not like a consistent theme with the name. Well, there's a consistent theme, but there's not a phrase that's in all the first three titles. But after that, Akumajo Dracula becomes the super title, if you will, the main title of the series, with subtitles following, just like in the US. Although Super Castlevania 4 is one of 5 games, including the first Castlevania game, to have the same name in Japan, where they're just called Akumajo Dracula, Devil's Castle Dracula. And the reason for that is because they're all basically the same story. There are 5 different games that tell the story of Simon Belmont's first battle with Dracula. There's none that tell this story again. Ugh. I can do this now, because I have the blue crystal. You just crouch. If you fall in there before this happens, then it's not just like exploiting a secret you know, you'll just die. So don't do that. Oh, this is the second mansion. What's inside here? I might as well. I'm trying to remember the layouts of the mansions. I can kind of remember the first one, Bram's Mansion. I don't remember the names of these mansions. Oh, shit. I very much want to level up in here. Oh, it's not 100. 150, I guess, to level up again? I'm on my way. Each one of these is worth, how much? 3? 104, 3, yeah. Although I think they're worth a different amount of experience than actual, like, heart value. Not sure. I haven't played as much of the Castlevania series recently. 107, 107. Yeah, it's worth 4, but it's only worth 3 experience. Weird. I don't remember which way I want to go. I'm gonna go this way first. The mansions are basically mazes without much, like, rhyme or reason. They're entire paths that just don't make sense or you have no reason to go to. And like I mentioned in my Mega Man 2 series, actually, the holy water is very useful in this game for getting around like this. And it's clear that they understood that, because, like I said, the holy water is the only sub-weapon in the game that is free to use. every other sub weapon costs hearts. God, I don't remember the... I think this is the path to the end. But I don't remember if... By the way, those are not supposed to look like that, those bottom blocks. They're just... They received the wrong color for some reason when loading. That happens occasionally. I don't remember if this is... Because in each mansion, you have 2 objectives. One is just get to the end and use an oak stake on the orb. Shit. I want to be very careful not to die again. Because if I die again, I lose my money. And my experience that I've gathered. Invest in an oak stake? Yes. You want to find the old ladies, I think is what they are. Buy an oak stake. I almost just died there. Oh, I'm so close to leveling up. I don't want to have to do it again. I'm probably just gonna grind on this skeleton, or one of them. Ugh. Because I really don't want to get a game over without leveling up. Like, losing my money is more minor. It takes a lot longer to level up than to buy things. It is absolutely more annoying to lose level up progress. But yeah, sorry. There are 2 objectives in each mansion. You want to find the old ladies, buy an oak stake. You're gonna find the old lady, there's always one. Buy an oak stake. And then find the orb and use the oak stake on the orb. Just one of the many very basically not explained things. Once you do that, the orb will open and reveal a part of Dracula. And once you collect that, then you've essentially completed... There we go. Can I level up more? I have 2 experience. No, I cannot level up more. I could get more money, but there's a high chance I'm going to get a game over soon. So, but what I recommend doing is after you after you use the oak stake and get Dracula's body part from that mansion, go back to the old lady and buy another oak stake. There's nothing stopping you from buying another one in the same mansion you bought the first one. If you do that, then regardless of whether you find... If you do that, then if you find the orb first in the next mansion, you're not screwed. You can still get it, whether the orb's down there. Whereas if you only buy the oak stake... I'm gonna do these sort of... I don't want to just drop, even though I think it's fine. Let's do these sort of tricksy jumps, yeah. If you don't buy an oak stake as you leave a mansion, then if you find the orb first, when exploring a new mansion, you're screwed and you just have to go find the lady. There we go. You now possess Dracula's heart. Yeah, possess. The localization of this game is terrible. I don't remember what the advantage is to having the heart selected. I might actually look that up. Making these diagonal jumps can be annoying. Can I fall through here? No. I guess if you could, then you could just break through this. If you could go through this wall, then that would be way faster getting the oak stake. But so now I want to go get... the orb comes back, but the heart doesn't. I want to go get another oak stake before I leave. Is there a... Yeah. These are hint books hidden around that are really useless. Garlic in the graveyard summons a stranger. Actually, I guess that one's about as descriptive as you need. You don't need to know that that stranger gives you a silver knife to save your neck. This mansion is relatively straightforward compared to some of the others. But it's worth paying attention to the layout as you go. So you can more easily find your way back to the oak stake. Oh, I almost jumped too early there. The spikes are really dangerous. Because if you land on it, you just sort of bounce in place. You don't get knocked as far back as in other games. Yes. There we go. I have 95 hearts that'll be wasted if I get a game over. But otherwise, I'm okay. I'm at 32 minutes, and I've only beaten one of the 5 mansions. You might also notice that there's no boss. Only 2 of the mansions have a boss, not counting Castlevania, Dracula's Castle. Which, by the way, it's not always super clear, depending on the game, but in the US at least, Dracula's Castle has a name, and that name is Castlevania. That's why the series name is what it is. In Japan, it's just called Dracula's Castle. Unfortunately, you have to take this platform back from here. It's real dangerous. These platforms, there's 2 of them. There we go. Not bad. Usually I kill him there, even though if he drops something, it goes into the wall. I don't think I can level up here either. No. Still getting money. Hearts are always worth picking up. It's just they're not going to give you experience when you've reached the cap for the area you're in. So I already went to the right. Okay. Okay. I believe... Yeah, I just need to go to the left now. Ow. Fine. I'm getting a good amount of money, so I really don't want to die. But it's gonna happen. I always die in this game. I always check if I'm leveling up or if I'm gaining experience, because it's not entirely logical where you can or can't gain experience. I believe this loops here. So if I go left and down, or down and left, they lead to the same place, a town, I'm pretty sure. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Should have done Bram's Mansion as I passed it. This is honestly a solid place to grind with the eyes, which I believe the eyes from Terraria are a reference to these eyes. I'm not certain about that, but I'm pretty sure. There a drop through right here? No, for some reason I thought there was. What's interesting is the eyes only have 2 sprites, one for looking left, one for looking right. So if you're directly above or below them, they will fly at you vertically, but they won't have a new sprite for that. So they'll just be flickering back and forth between left and right. It's really funny. But they are flickering like every other... Ah, shit. That's not great. Some unnecessary damage. You don't take damage very quickly in the swamp. Not sure exactly what that's supposed to be, but if you jump repeatedly, you'll take less damage because you're spending less time in the goo. I wish I remembered the names of the towns. I do not. I don't think there's any building where both the right and bottom are false walls. Purchase a chain whip? Yes! Nice! It basically looks like the upgraded whip in the previous game, but without the ball on the end. And it's because it's not a Morning Star. That is the next upgrade. Did I skip a whip? I think I did. I think I skipped a whip. I'm gonna go say hi to the priest. Rest here for a while. Thank you. They will heal you. I guess the idea is that you are, like, staying there for a bit and resting. Although, given the whole curse on Simon, I'm not sure that would actually help him much. Will you buy a dagger? Oh, I don't have the money? Shit. I'm gonna grind to buy that, which means I'm probably just gonna wait in this town until it's nighttime. Although there might be bats in this one, which are kind of annoying. But I think I am gonna just chill out and grind here. Because I think directly to the left is stairs. I can find out, I guess, rather than just sitting completely still. If I fall in the pits, it's not too big a deal. I'll just lose 11 hearts. Yeah. But so, that is just directly left of the path I went before. I think straight left from that is Bram's Mansion, and then I've done everything I can to the right of start. Oh, I thought I read the sign for a second. I was just talking to that dude. Now, I don't care what any of you say. None of you are helpful. It's nice at least that, at this point, it's been a full week since I started feeling near 100% after being sick. It's hard to kill this eye. But... So, like, I'm not coughing and sneezing nearly as much as I was. And it's interesting, in editing my videos, I get to see, like, directly as I get better, because I have to edit out fewer and fewer coughs and sniffles. And obviously, like, I'm not doing any editing on this video, aside from maybe making a clip. If there's a moment that I like I clipped the final boss fight of Castlevania 1 and I uploaded that. But I still don't really want to be coughing and sniffling too much on stream, so I have a keybind set up to mute. There is a bat, I thought so. I have a keybind set up to mute myself. Yeah, right here though. Just like going back and forth here. If I need to cough. That was more of clearing my throat, and I lost out on that heart, but it's fine. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't know the names of any of the other songs in this game aside from Bloody Tears. I mean, that is probably the best song in the game. One of my favorites in the series. Oh, I didn't finish what I was saying earlier with the music in the Castlevania series. The main theme of each game is particularly a classic. Trying to remember them all now. So Castlevania 1 obviously has Vampire Killer, 2 has Bloody Tears, 3 has Beginning, 4 has the theme of Simon Belmont. Rondo of Blood has reincarnated... No, sorry. Rondo of Blood has Divine Bloodlines. Bloodlines has Reincarnated Soul. Symphony of the Night has, I believe it's just called Dracula's Castle, is what I'd say is the most classic song from that game. Dracula X is obviously still Reincarnated Soul, or fuck, Divine Bloodlines. Although that came out before Symphony, but whatever. Ignore the slight discrepancies in order here. The song I think is most iconic for Circle of the Moon is actually Aquarius, which isn't a new song. That's from Castlevania 3, but for me at least, that's the song that sticks out in the soundtrack of Circle of the Moon. And honestly, it's also the song that sticks out to me in Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth, which is a remake of Castlevania The Adventure on Game Boy. That came out on WiiWare, which means it's currently unavailable for anyone that didn't already buy it, so hopefully it gets a port at some point. Hopefully a lot of WiiWare games get ports like on the Switch. Although, especially the Rebirth games, because those are really good. They're also made by M2, the same developer that did the ports here for the Anniversary Collection. It's Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth, Radius Rebirth, and Contra Rebirth, all three of which are awesome. Contra Rebirth is really fun. It's basically Contra 3, but not nearly as hard, with some new characters that are fun. Gradius Rebirth is just sort of like a standard Gradius game. I don't remember anything in particular that makes it wholly unique. I was worried I'd fall there. That would really suck to just lose it immediately. What am I buying here again? I don't remember. Will you buy a dagger? Yeah. I'm not going to use it, but yeah, I'll buy it. Here's the normal dagger. It uses... Oh, it's free too? Oh, the dagger is free as well. I didn't realize. The silver knife is 1 each. You can shoot it pretty fast, though. Fire is also just 1? Damn, they're way cheaper than I thought they were. The oak stake is a sub-weapon, but they're limited. They don't use hearts like it seems like they would. Ah! Well, there we go. I realize my microphone has been covering my face. At least somewhat. But it's fine. Consider it a podcast where you can kind of see my face. I didn't really think about that, but it's fine. I'm not exactly doing much in the way of visual content. But, so I think I'm gonna head left now. Ow. I was naming more songs, though. I can't remember what song is most iconic of Harmony of Dissonance. Aria of Sorrow, I would recognize if I heard it, but I can't remember the name. Dawn of Sorrow is, like, Jet Black Incursion? Is that what it's called? Or is that Portrait? No, I think that's Aria, or Dawn of Sorrow. I don't remember. There are songs that stick out to me in the soundtrack of the DS games as well, but I just don't specifically remember them, because it's been a while since I've looked at the soundtracks. Honestly, it's been a while since I've played them. I'm kind of waiting to get a collection of them. Because, like, we got the Castlevania Advance Collection. Oh, I missed Bram's Mansion. It's between that staircase and the eye spot, the eye area. I forgot about that. But we got the Castlevania Advance Collection, which has Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, Aria of Sorrow, and for some reason, Dracula X. Although I'm glad Dracula X is in a collection now. It's just weird that it was the Advance Collection. It's just sort of a bonus game that doesn't make sense with the theme. Just clearing my throat. I'm not sure that I'm even gonna beat this game in 2 hours, I realize. This game's much longer than I thought it was. So I think I'm actually gonna rename the stream to just Castlevania 2. Because, like, I'd like to get to Castlevania 3 as well. I didn't expect this to take so long. But this game is long. Bram's Mansion should be right after this, I think. Like, Castlevania 1 I can beat in 30 to 40 minutes. Castlevania 3 I could beat in probably an hour at least, if not... yeah, probably about an hour. Maybe a little more than an hour. This is Brand Expansion, right? Yeah. But this game can take substantially longer than that. I believe it's really easy to get. I believe it's really easy to get the oak steak in this level. But I don't actually remember the layout. Let's see. Oh, fucking gargoyle. It's bizarre that you can get knocked off of stairs in this game. That is, ooh, not normally a thing that can happen. He drops so many hearts. I'm obviously not going to level up. There's nothing this way, right? This area is open, but there's nothing here. But it's weird that you can get knocked off of stairs. That is not a thing in any other Castlevania game that has stairs like this. The Metroidvania games don't have stairs that you stick to. You fall through right there. I don't remember where, but it's right there. Okay. I don't think there's any holes that drop you onto the water here. I hope this leads to the orb and not the oak steak. I don't remember. Of course I'm getting hit now. That gargoyle is actually pretty brutal. Is there anything over here? No, this is a complete dead end. Great. Oh, that was funny. Dude bro just vibing, I guess. As in short for vibrating. The gargoyle's gonna make this a little annoying. So is there really no reason to come this way? Damn, I didn't remember that. Gargoyle again. So is this level just a straight shot? I think it is. Don't put myself in the corner, I deserve more than that. Sure. If you say so. Oh, I need to be careful. I don't remember if there's a drop here, but... Ow, it totally could be. Going for all the hearts, even though I only need 50. Don't want to get so many that I'll feel bad if I die. The blocks always come in, or almost always come in pairs of 2. You don't have to check every single block as you go through. The false blocks, I mean, obviously. This is where the... no, it's not. There's a hint book. What is this? A symbol of evil will appear when you strike the stake. That is ridiculously unhelpful. Thanks. All right. Unless I missed one, there is no, there are no false blocks here. The gels are really annoying. The fire and the silver dagger are really good sub-weapons. I just don't generally use sub-weapons. Ah! Yes, they look exactly like normal ones. There's no indication visibly. You can watch where enemies walk, and they'll only ever walk on real blocks. Otherwise, the only way to tell is by throwing holy water. It's bullshit. Like right here. No way to know that these are fake. You have to make a pretty tight jump there. I'm trying to see about... I believe there's false blocks here somewhere. Yep. Oof. I believe that's fake? No, that's real. I don't know. I don't remember. God, my nose itches so much for some reason. I believe the orb is to the right. You can actually see it in here. I thought there was also a hint book here, but there's not. It's right over there. And the oak stake lady is this way. Yeah, it is just a straight shot in this one mansion with a in dead end is the forward path. The mansions are not well designed. And like I said, there's only... Careful here. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. These two are fake, and you'll fall down into the dead end path and have to go all the way around again. But I mentioned earlier that there's only 2 bosses in the mansions. Only 2 of the mansions have bosses. This isn't one of them. The first and second ones both don't have bosses. You now possess Dracula's rib. This is the easiest one. I said nail earlier, rib is what I meant. Gives you a shield. Technically, Simon is using the rib as a shield. And it will reflect projectiles as long as you're stationary. While you're walking, it doesn't protect you. But so I'm gonna walk over and grab a new oak stake. And then that's it as far as to the right of start. Until I loop back around. Invest in an oak stake? Yes, please. That item should be rib cage. Yeah. Just a rib is a little small to be using as a shield. Destroy the curse and you'll rule Bram's mansion. I guess I rule Bram's mansion. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think how big Dracula is in Castlevania 1. He's not that big. He's like maybe a head taller than Simon. I keep wanting to say Richter. Richter is like my favorite Belmont, but he's not in this game. Is this gonna drop me straight down to spikes, or is it a platform? Platform. Ooh, almost overjumped that though. Oh, my nose! Itches. I know I don't want to go up. The gargoyles are much easier to deal with down here, although I'm almost guaranteed to get hit unless they jump instead of attacking. Okay, almost guaranteed that it doesn't happen. They just wanted to prove me wrong. I have 137 hearts. That's pretty good. If I can get to the first town... Oh, not that way. There's nothing that way. If I can get to the first town to the left of Algiba, then I can make use of this money. There we go. That's the first mansion down. And you might notice the block here isn't visible. It's because I don't have the crystal equipped. If you have any of the crystals equipped, then some invisible platforms become visible. Actually, all invisible platforms. It just doesn't make the fake platforms visibly gaps. I believe my whip is still strong enough to one-shot even the night versions of the enemies around here, so it actually doesn't make a difference that it's nighttime. Aside from musical variety. Ow. Occasionally you just drop through the stairs when, like, dropping right there. I have a clip on my channel of that I recorded a year or two ago. 3 years ago, maybe? It's from the era between my first Let's Play video and my second one, where I just uploaded silent clips. Which I still like a lot of those clips. They're funny to me. They're not all silent. A couple of them I had the microphone on my PS5 controller turned on. I like one of the Spider-Man clips. I just started laughing like a madman at the end of the video. And there's something funny about that. But since I've been uploading Let's Play videos, I haven't uploaded any clips that aren't just from my Let's Plays or streams. Oh, now I have 225 hearts. I'm nearing the maximum you can hold. True, true. My nose almost got me killed. I could wait for night to end and go heal at the church, but that's not necessary. I could also grind, but that's really not necessary since 255 is the maximum number of hearts you hold. And that's because this is an NES game. So the maximum number that can be represented is 8-bit. And they're unsigned, so obviously, I don't know what is... It's not like I could have negative hearts, so there's no reason to have a signed value for that. And the largest number that can be represented in 8 bits, unsigned, is 255. While jumping, your shield still works. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use a Laurel. Oh, that was so unnecessary. Ugh. I'm trying to remember... Not the heart, right? Let me show you the way. You know, if you equip Dracula's eye, I think, then you can go another way. You can still get knocked off of platform. And he bounces, so you gotta be ready to jump off, which is weird. But yeah, there's 2 different paths that he can take you to. The maps don't make logical sense, by the way, in this game. Can I level up now? Oh, I can! I'm at 27. Do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll do this mansion now. I might grind if I can find a good spot for it. I need a... How many lives do I have? I don't think I can actually check. For a while, I thought that the L was your number of lives. It's not. It's your level. I think I need to get up to, like, 200 or 250 to level up. Is there nothing that way? Okay. Okay, I really don't remember the layout of these fucking mansions. They don't make sense. Like I was saying, the world map just literally does not make sense. Like, there are areas that overlap. Which is part of why it's hard to remember. Because it's not laid out logically. It's some, like, fucking 4th dimensional shit. There's the oak stake lady. By the way, time doesn't pass in the mansions, which is why it's still 5:04:02. And that is the actual time. It's not playtime. I'm on the 5th day. I think 4 hours, 2 minutes. Ow, you bitch. The orb's not this way. That's a dead end. There's never anything in a mansion that's not either an oak stake lady or an orb. There's nothing else to do. Aside from the ones that have bosses. And killing them will give you rewards. Only one of which I believe is actually necessary to beat the game. I think... Because there's Death and there's Carmilla. They're the... Okay, good. I don't know if I'm gonna level up before I die. Oh, there's actually a trick here. Normally it's difficult to use a sub-weapon to ward going down on the stairs. But if you whip first, then holding up won't make you go up the stairs. It'll just make you use a sub-weapon. This is probably not worth it, but I'm gonna come over here anyway because there's a hint book. I'm not getting all of these because I don't know where they all are. Wait for a soul with a red crystal on Deborah Cliff. That is the fucking infamous tornado bullshit. Deborah Cliff is where you hold the red crystal to summon the tornado. I have nothing to do with her right now. Some of them are hidden very well. There's one that's basically out of bounds, and you have to go through a block and land on top of an area. I think I'm about to fight Carmilla, by the way. This is the third mansion. I think it's the third and fifth that have bosses. Ah, there we go. I figured that might work. God, I don't know why my nose is still so itchy. Yep. This is a fine place to grind. It's not like 8 for it, but it's fine. I'll switch to fire. Oh no, this is death. I forgot that you fight death first? That or I'm going in a weird order here. I'm burning through hearts, but it's fine. Obviously, the death boss fight is nowhere near as anything as it is in the first game. Although this is fairly similar to how I fight him normally with the holy water. God, he's got so much health, though. I have fought him without, like, freezing him like this. He gives you... You now possess the golden knife. Yeah, I had the silver knife already. This is the golden knife, which costs... two hearts to use. You can still do it pretty fast. I forgot you fight death this early. Yeah, here we are. The boss fights in this game were clearly like a thing they had planned to do more later. Or death. Yep. You now possess Dracula's eyeball. Which I believe means now I can go back and do the other path with the ferryman. And yeah, he respawns. I have no reason to fight him again, but I guess I am. Your whip does a lot more damage than the fire does. I almost died. That was stupid. I want to level up. I should not have fought him again. That was stupid of me. I'm almost certainly gonna die now. And I'm nowhere near leveling up. I might just grind to level up. Does Carmilla respawn? Yeah, I believe they both do. They clearly just ran low on time, and I believe they've even said that they were rushed for time in making this game. Because it came out either just under or just over a year after the first game. They did not give themselves undead. That's a game over. That sucks. Yeah, deaths and game overs do not set you back physically. They just clear your experience in hearts. Well, death doesn't. A death doesn't do anything as far as setting you back. It just brings you closer to a game over. And a game over resets your hearts and experience. My fucking, like, finger is twitching. Oh my god! I'm struggling to make this jump now. Bitch. Invest in an oak stake? Oh, and I... King of platforms. Shit. I forgot that I just lost my money. Awesome. I really want to get this, so I'm just gonna grind here until I have 50 hearts. I almost said $50. Each one of those half hearts gives you 4. I don't know why I'm checking every time. I need 30 more, so... He's not dropping any. I have 24 now. Oh, 28. 32. 36. 40. 44. 48. 36 experience. I can grind level up here too. This is decently quick, but annoying, and I'm not doing that all the way up to like 200 and 250, whatever I need. There we go. God, I have lots of issues with my nose, like, itching or being irritated. And I always have to, like, push on it and, like, pop it. That's only been a thing since I, like, smashed my nose on a bathroom stall door, like, 3 or 4 years ago. And now just... No, I think it's actually closer to 2 or 3 years ago. And just since then, I've just constantly been irritated by my nose. I could probably, like, see a doctor and have them, like, realign it or something, because I think it's given me a deviated septum or something. There, that was pretty good. Yeah, I believe the big hearts give you, yeah, even the fire does not do much damage. Big hearts give you 8 hearts, I believe. That's not worth it. I should probably just grind somewhere to level up. But I'm not sure where I should do that exactly. I'll go to the left. It's a dead end, but I believe it'll, like, spit me out back at the beginning of the map. You can't make this up here, so it's just a drop down. Wait, can I actually make it? Yeah, I think I can walk through this. Yeah. Yeah, you bitch. I'm surprised I've had so much to say. I do love this game. As flawed as it is, I still find it quite fun. And I always find it very satisfying to make progress, in part because it's so obtuse. It's satisfying to remember or, like, sort of grind my way through making progress. Like, the fact that I've beaten 3 of the mansions and I have an oak stake ready to go into the 4th one. The fact that I have the chain whip, everything is quite satisfying to me. What you can do here is just hold, just alternate pressing up and left. You're actually active for about a second before the screen loads. So you can just go back and forth between areas repeatedly. This, I don't know where this leads me. This is a very dangerous area. You want to only jump on the way up, because momentum matters here. This one you want to jump on the way down. Momentum matters, but not in a way that really makes sense. There. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Oh, I was even a little too fast there. This, I believe, though, is an area that I've grinded in. These birds are annoying, but they do drop lots of hearts. This is the area that I've ground in. No, it's not. It's close. The Medusas are annoying in this game, too. Honestly, more annoying than the first game, because they actually actively follow you. What does this person do? I'll give you a diamond. Thanks. I'll give you a diamond. Thanks. I don't think the Medusas usually drop much of value. You call them the Medusas. They're Medusa heads. I think I am just gonna grind here. When it switches to night, they'll become more profitable. it'll become more profitable. This is not the area that I usually grind on these dudes. It's actually this equivalent spot on the alternate path that the ferryman takes you on. Because that's now the only way that I can make progress, is by going back to the ferryman, equipping the eye, and going that way. This is quite slow, but this is, I think, what I'm gonna do right now. Just grind. Oh, my breakfast today was very nice. The last 3 days, or is it just yesterday and today? Not sure. But I've toasted myself some bagel thins and made scrambled some eggs, some pre-mixed egg whites. I just pour it in the pan and cook it, and I microwave some microwavable bacon just because it's fast. And I make myself a sandwich. It's a toasted bagel thin, 2 slices of, it's this like Kraft gourmet sliced cheese. Thanks, Obi Bryant, for following me. That's a fun name. But the sandwiches are really nice. I ate 2 slices of the like Kraft gourmet cheese, like I said, which I've never had before, but it's pretty good. There we go. Those will be a little bit more profitable now because they'll drop higher value hearts. Oh, I'm fairly close to leveling up though. Ooh, I need to remember though that they'll each take 2 hits now. And I think I can still die at least once before it causes me problems, but I still want to be careful. Really suck to die again before leveling up. Oh, it's going so fast now though. I love that they drop so many hearts. $158. That's worth 3 experience. Yeah, I think it's always 1 less than the heart value. The 170, 161. Yeah, 6 and 5. I don't think the heart values are actually consistent. I think it depends on the area. Because I swear the big hearts were giving me 8 in the mansion. But that breakfast sandwich has been a nice way to start my last few days. Normally I either have no breakfast or like something like tacos, which is weird. So I think I'm gonna try to make like 1 bacon, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich each morning. It's a nice, somewhat light breakfast. And it's easy to cook just the amount I need for 1 sandwich. It is very convenient. 187. Is it 200 or 250 I'm gonna level up at? I can never remember all of the values. Once again, this is riveting gameplay, I know. Ah, there we go, it was 200. I think. Nice, so much health. Let's see if I can still level up. If so, I might continue. It's interesting, actually, that the hearts that are left over after you level up will still apply. Like, I have 2 experience. Even if I'm not able to level up right now, I could still get up to that value, which is weird. It doesn't apply the cap until after it adds the value. Nope, that's it. Okay. All I can gain here now is hearts for spending, and that's not worth it. The level's nice, though. I never remember how to deal with these birds. They fly like the bats in the first game, but they're definitely like birds. Oh, my nose itches still. Don't know why it itches so much. But yeah, I'm at... Oh, that was risky. That was all risky going that fast. But 1 hour and 16 minutes. This is almost twice as long already as it took to beat Castlevania 1. And that was with like 5 minutes of me fucking around at the beginning. Sure, I'll take you to a good place. Heh, heh, heh. Oh. Uh-oh, this is a problem. I didn't mean to hit the jump button. Oh, no, you keep your momentum. I forgot. I also forgot that... No. It is the heart. I did just go in the alternate path. Now that I have the rib equipped, he's gonna say, sure, I'll take you to a good place. Heh, heh, heh. The alternate path is the I will show you the way. So yeah, I think I did the mansions a little out of order there. I think death is the 4th mansion. Oh, I got so much money now! I can buy whatever's here. I also get the red crystal. But... Is there anything here? Yeah. Laurels? Buy some of my laurels? Yes. In fact, I'm gonna buy more. Buy some of my laurels? That might mean I don't have enough to buy the Morning Star, but if so, I'll just grind a bit. It's fine. I'm gonna want a few more laurels. There are, I think, 2 longer sections of the damaging swamps that I'm gonna want to get through, so... Does this lead down on this side? I always just jump and whip when I move around like this. For some reason, I find it satisfying. Although it doesn't feel quite as, like, snappy as the first game. I love just jumping and whipping in the first game. This game feels less stiff, in part because you're not always entirely locked into an arc. If you jump, like, against a ceiling, and then you fall diagonally, you will, like, move kind of weirdly. Rest here for a while. Thank you. I don't remember what all is in this town. I think this is where you can buy the Morning Star, right? Once again, I don't think there are any buildings that have paths both down and to the right. What do you got? Morning Star? Will you buy some garlic? No, I don't need garlic. I have 1 left, and I think I only need 1 more. I think I only need that 1, so no, I'm actually not going to buy more garlic. I thought there was something more substantial to buy in this town. Obviously the red crystal is here. That's what that silver gray dude is. There's nothing to the left here, right? Yeah, I think I already went to the left. I don't know. We have the same face. This lady and I. I don't know why I thought that was fun. Okay, now I'm just gonna go to the left here. For me, at least, this is relatively decent time I'm making. I usually die about as much as I have so far. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just garlic, laurels, and the red crystal. I thought there was more in this town. I think I'm thinking of the next one. I'd like to exchange a blue crystal for a red one. Thanks. The crystals are backwards compatible. Is that the right phrasing there? It's weird to think of that in this context. But yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can level up here. So I'm probably gonna grind here as well. No. But the red and blue crystals still do the functions of the white, of the blue and white crystals. The red crystal does all three things. Enemies that are present when day transitions to night, or vice versa, aren't affected. These dudes are always annoying. Do I want to go down first? I think I do, because I think it's a dead end. Oh, I'm getting so many hearts. No, I can't level up. Somewhere along the path there, I was able to level up, but not right now. That's strange. Oh, I forgot that drops there. There's nothing to the left here. I just want to go to the right. I said that backwards. It's weird. I don't generally mess up my lefts and rights, but I've been doing that occasionally while recording or streaming, and I don't know why. I don't think it's just that I don't notice when I do it. Ah, shit. I guess I'll have to take this more slowly and use the fucking holy water. That's not a drop, but that is. Oh. There we go. Oh, this is the graveyard over here. This is another spot where you can grind to level up. But I don't know if it's really worth it. I don't remember what the... I don't remember what the lady in this graveyard gives you. Ugh, I am getting hit way more than I should be right now. These fucking gels. The slimes! They are particularly annoying when they take a bunch of hits to kill. God damn, man. I don't think it matters where in the graveyard you put down the garlic. I think it'll summon the ladies from anywhere. What do you give me? I'll give you a silk bag. I believe that lets me hold more laurels, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's getting killed by the garlic! Garlic is technically a sub-weapon, and it freezes things like that, so it's actually useful for some things. I just don't generally use it. Oh, God. I hate these dudes. I am actually going to use laurels. Just one laurel, probably, which means it's not going to be enough to get me out of here. I'll use two. Fuck it. I don't want to deal with the gels. I'm calling them gels or gels because I'm thinking of Zelda. And of course, now I don't want to use another one here, even though this makes more sense to use laurels. That's not a game over, right? No. That's my first death here. That's cool. That's fine. I have a lot of hearts to spend, so it'd be a bummer to die to get a game over, but it wouldn't be that big a deal. I wouldn't be losing much experience. I only have 38. Some enemies actually drain your experience when they hit you, by the way, which is crazy. Morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Yeah, I'm chilling. This is fun. Obviously, this game is flawed, like I've said, but I still think it's pretty fun. Bitch your first time unless you have a guide. This is a game I honestly recommend. Like, maybe not to follow a guide entirely, but be very quick to access a guide if you don't know what to do. Because you're just... Jesus Christ, so many of these guys. You're just not gonna be able to figure out what to do. The game is very bad at directing you. Conveyance is the term I'm thinking of. I don't know if it's a common term. I'm just thinking of Egoraptor's sequelitis video in Castlevania, I think, is where he talks about it. This game has bad conveyance. And while I disagree with some of his other points in that video, he's absolutely right that this game has terrible conveyance. It's not... Well, I might be exaggerating a little bit. Because you mostly just go left and right. It's like you just go right until you can't go right anymore, and then go left. Exploring the map overall isn't that hard. It's all the little things that you have to do that you're never going to figure out on your own. That's the real issues. Is this the Morning Star? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure this is the town where you get it. Morning Star? Yeah! Buy one? Yes. Oh, I don't have enough? Oh. Shouldn't have bought those fucking laurels, I guess. I'll be back. That's the second to last whip upgrade, which isn't bad for an hour and a half. Does this go down on the left? Yeah, so I'm gonna go up. It's probably gonna become night, but I want that so I can get more hearts. Is there anything else in this town? Or is it just laurels and Morning Star? The church is probably over here? No. Fine, what do you say? When I was your age, women loved me. Good for you, dude. Dig up the 4th grave in the cemetery for a diamond. That's bullshit. That's not true. You get the diamond by talking to some random old lady. So stupid. The NPCs lying to you is something that I just absolutely cannot get behind. This is where I want to grind, so I think I'm just gonna chill here until nighttime. I'm gonna take a break, drink some water. Oh, I think I'm actually gonna grab another water bottle. But even with all the grinding and wasting time, for some reason I just find this game endlessly fun. It never bothers me to sit around grinding. The most frustrated I get is when I get a game over when I have lots of experience and I'm close to leveling up. But even that's not that big a deal. Like, it doesn't take that long to grind up to the next level. And I don't know why. Nothing discourages me in this game. I always want to keep playing. I'm not gonna, I would not claim that this game is nearly as good as, say, Castlevania 1, 3, or really any other main Castlevania game. This is probably the worst of them, but it's still really fun for me. A lot of the complaints I get, but none of them really take away from the fun for me. Which sounds very close to how I defined what a 10 out of 10 game is for me, where I said that none of the flaws take away from the experience. But this game is not nearly a 10 out of 10. I'm not going to be quite that glowing about it. I'd probably give this game like a 6.5 out of 10? Maybe a 7? It's got flaws. It's fun, and I'm just repeating myself, because I don't have much else to say right now. I've been surprised that I've had so much to say with this game, don't have much to say right now. I'm trying to remember the order of the mansions. I think I did do the fourth one third. I think the one with death is the fourth one. But I don't remember. I don't know if this is the area I normally grind here. Usually I find a spot where I can just run back and forth and get zombies on both sides. And I guess between that gap and this gap is a solid spot for that. Yeah, this is pretty good. Am I leveling up? No. I already have enough for the Morning Star, though. That's pretty cool. Do I prefer this or Mega Man more? Like Castlevania as a series, or specifically... Okay, as a series. That's a good question. Probably Castlevania, but it's pretty close. Like... And I've played the entire Castlevania series. There's only a couple games I haven't finished. Whereas there's a bunch of Mega Man games I need to play more. Like, I haven't finished a single Battle Network game. I haven't played any of the Star Force series. And the only Mega Man 0 or ZX game I finished is 0-1. So it's not a completely fair comparison. But even just comparing between the Mega Man X series and Castlevania is difficult. But like, Rondo of Blood, Super Castlevania 4, Symphony of the Night, Aria of Sorrow, and Portrait of Ruin, I think are all... I'm wasting my time now because I have max hearts and they're not giving me experience, so I might just find a spot to chill. Wait for night to pass. But those games are all among my favorite games of all time. And I guess I'd say the same thing for Mega Man X 1, 4, and 8. But, oh, that is hard to pick. Oh, perfect timing. This is where the Morning Star was, right? I think so. No, is this... Don't remember now. So, I just did this. I should really remember this. But part of the issue is... Sure. I do have enough to get both the Laurels and the Morning Star. Part of the issue with why I can never remember all the little details in this game is the fact that everything looks the same. Like, the towns have different color palettes, technically, but it's actually really hard to keep it straight. It's hard to remember what town is what. This is where the Morning Star was, right? But, thank you for that question, because, yeah, that's a really interesting question, and I might have to think more about it if I were to actually, like, properly compare them as far as my preference. Nice. Morning Star. It's longer and it does more damage. I think it does more damage than the normal chain, than the chain whip. Pretty sure that's all there is in this town. Because I went up above and now I'll go down this way and head left. I mean, all that's left are, like, what you get from the boss fight with Carmilla. 2 more items. Aw, thank you, Jay Stoney, for following. I appreciate. I shouldn't need any more garlic. I think I'm only missing, like, 3 total items. And those are all things in the last mansions. Well, and also the Flame Whip, which is nearby the final mansion, I believe. If I remember correctly. This is where I always grind, level up. And I think I will right now. It's not like you need to level up super high to beat the game or anything. None of the bosses are particularly difficult. You can just kind of go. But I always like to max out my level. Just feels like an important part of completion. And since I never worry about time It just feels like it makes sense. Oh, so many hearts. I don't remember what I need for level 4. I think it's like 300 or 350. So it might be a bit, so I apologize if this is boring, but this is a pretty good opportunity for grinding. As long as I don't get myself killed. Although I think I can still die one more time without getting a game over. I'm just like silently squinting at this game as I do the same thing. I feel like I've suddenly run out of things to say. But yeah, I definitely underestimated how long it would take to get through this game. I thought I could play through 2 and 3 in one 2-hour stream. That's definitely not happening. Depending on how far I am when I hit 2, I might actually just keep going until I finish the game. I have a few things I need to do today, but I could probably push them a bit. Obviously, I have actual plans later tonight, but wouldn't be too big a deal if this goes on till like 2:30. And I basically always just do this game in one go. It's obviously true for Castlevania 1 and 3 as well. Alright, now I should get a little more money here. Oh, they're still dying in one hit. That's great. Oh, they're not. Yeah, no, it was just because he had already spawned. That's fine. A slight increase in difficulty. It's barely different. It just means I have to be aware of it and attack a little more cautiously and quicker. Oh, so many hearts! Already at 170, nice. I would love to see, like... I would love to see a remake of any Castlevania game. Because I think the only Castlevania games that have had, like, full remakes, and they're not the same kind of remake, but are Rondo of Blood and Castlevania The Adventure. Because The Adventure Rebirth is basically a reimagining of Castlevania The Adventure. God, I'm saying Castlevania too much. Rebirth is a reimagining of The Adventure. Whereas Dracula X Chronicles is a straightforward remaster of Rondo of Blood. And I've heard some people that don't like Dracula X Chronicles, but I think it's pretty fun. I prefer the original. They feel almost exactly the same, to me at least. And I prefer the visual style of the original, but I also like the way the remake looks. And it was the first time... that's where we got the new version of Symphony of the Night that added a little bit... I don't know if it added any new items, but it got a new dub, which is the main thing for me that I was excited about. And now that version's on PS4. I don't know why it's not on Steam. It's actually really weird that Castlevania Requiem has only come out on PS4. Not on Steam or Switch or Xbox, like the Anniversary Collection is. But Dracula X Chronicles is one of a bunch of PSP remakes that I'd love to see get modern ports. Red Crystal, Crouch. I believe this is Deborah Cliff. It looks a little weird because it's nighttime. But yeah, it still works. Oh, my microphone is still kind of annoying me. I'll raise it a little more. We are now on we're now like far to the right of the starting area, if I can remember the map correctly. So I actually want to go left first. I'll go ahead and do this mansion. I might as well. Am I leveling up? Nah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the mansion first. Don't remember. I think this is the one that has the oak stake lady basically out of bounds. I think it's also, this is like directly to the, I believe this leads directly to the orb. I think sort of the point of this mansion is that the orb is easy to get to, but it's hard to find the oak stake lady. But if you just buy the oak stake before leaving the previous mansion, it's not that hard. Oh, there is something else to buy. There's one more thing I need to buy, and I don't remember what it is. It's in one of the mansions. What is it? Yep, this leads straight to the orb. And it is the last mansion that has the boss fight with Carmilla. Which is weird that Carmilla's after death. You now possess Dracula's nail. The nail lets you use the whip to break platforms. Like blocks that would be breakable with the holy water can be broken with your whip if you equip the nail. It's like a little useful, but not really. Is there a hint book this way? I don't remember. I don't think there's anything else this way. Yeah, there she is. You can see her from here. But how to actually get to her is difficult. You have to go all the way around. I guess from the camera's perspective, you gotta go. No, my brain doesn't work well with cameras. You gotta go to the left, up, around, through a wall, and then you get to her. I don't actually remember if they are old ladies. I'm just assuming that because the ladies you find in the graveyard, I believe, are canonically ladies, and they have the same sprite. You can get back from there, but you can't get up to there. It's fine. That's true for this, too. This is a return path, so you don't have to break those platforms and jump over when coming back from the orb. You just do. I realize it is straightforward to get to the orb, but only if you try to go through this wall. Otherwise, it seems impossible. But you can drop down from that one spot, so you can still get to the orb from this path. Still a bit obtuse, though. Oh, another thing people complain about in this game that I get is the sort of drab color palette. In addition to a lot of the areas looking the same, the color choices aren't necessarily great in a lot of areas. I love the way Simon looks. I assume the black parts of his outfit are supposed to be like leather. They look like spandex, though. And for some reason I find that funny. I also just love black and red. That's my favorite color. Oh, sorry. Burping. It's my favorite color combo, black and red. So, like, obviously I'm gonna love the way Simon looks. Through there. Is it? This way? No. Oh, I want to be careful here because I think this drops through. Is this way? This looks like it leads to another orb. I'm just getting hit for no reason. I believe it's right there, actually, that you go through. I feel like there's a hint book over here as well. No, you asshole. Oh, he even shows it to you if you let him go there. That's cool. I wonder if that's intentional. If so, that'd be a bit better conveyance than I thought the game had. This dude can basically show you the way to the oak stake. Invest in an oak stake? Yes, please. Cool. And then yeah, it drops through here. So this is actually a fairly easy mansion to get through. Maybe the easiest, actually. Or at least second easiest? I don't know. Mansions aren't super interesting. Obviously the level design's not as compelling as in Castlevania 1 or 3, which I love the level design in those games. Yeah, I'm already done here. There's just one mansion left. I don't remember if it's to the left or right. But I know the left. I know that going to the left here will eventually dead end, so the way I'm gonna go. Is it really dead end right here, or does this... This moves too, doesn't it? I have to wait to find out. Now that the morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. It doesn't... This transition is slow, but it doesn't annoy me. It certainly doesn't feel like something really worth complaining about, personally. It's so weird the ladder's set up that way. Yeah, here's where you get the flame whip, and I have the money for it too, I think. I don't think it's 250. You can go down that way, but I recommend going this way. The skulls. The skulls? Skulls. They're flying skulls. They're like bubbles in Zelda. Yes. Go. Give me. Oh, that's right. You don't actually pay for it. You're just given. I'll give your Morningstar power to burn away evil. Thank you. I love the flame whip. Looks so cool. So if I do the nail, yeah, I can break these. Little demonstration of that. I don't think you can break through the left wall. I guess it's worth trying, though. Sprite flickering is running in Mega Man 2. Well, it's not like that's a persistent issue in Mega Man 2. It's just what I think of. Once it was pointed out to me that it happens a lot. It doesn't happen a lot. It happens occasionally. It's just quite severe when it does happen. And so it's fairly noticeable. But I hadn't, like, I don't know, taken note of it. I believe there's literally nothing to be gained by going up in this area. I could be wrong. I will go up when I'm on my way back here, but I don't think there's anything to get up there. Am I leveling up? Yep, you can level up in this area. I love Bloody Tears so much. These fire guys are a little annoying because I don't think their projectiles will be bounced by the Dracula's rib. God, I can speak. And this is why I bought more laurels. Yeah, this is the last mansion. I'm actually gonna go left first. I don't think there's anything to do to the left. I don't really want to use all my laurels. At the same time, though, I don't think there's any other, like, particularly good use for them. But I believe this is just a dead end. It just returns to the graveyard. I thought he didn't die in one hit, and I was like, what? I now have maximum damage. Yeah, that's just a return to the graveyard at the beginning of the game. So there is no real reason to go left of the mansion unless you want to go back to the beginning of the game for some reason. I guess if you've missed something. But yeah, it's taken 9 days. I think it's like either 4 or 7 to get the good ending, so I'm well past that. I think it's like 11 to get the neutral ending. That's probably not happening either. Yeah, I guess I might as well just use Laurels. Going just straight forward is faster. Obviously, if you want to avoid taking damage, jumping is better. Slows you down. Ugh. Oh, getting hit directly is not great. Ugh. I don't remember if I can die again. Can I level up here? I can. I probably will grind here then to level up. Glad I switched off from the Laurels, because it would have been really stupid to use my last Laurel here. Yeah, I might just grind here. It's not, like, ideal, but it's not bad. Ow. Be careful not to get hit, though. Yeah, already having 56 isn't bad. I'm gonna look up the levels, actually. I think I have a note. Since, as I talked before, I love making notes. So I have lots of notes I've made for Castlevania. Oh yeah, in March of 2021, I was tracking how many playthroughs I was doing Castlevania games, so I was into it. I played through 22 different Castlevania games, and I finished 54 entire runs. 10 times Castlevania 1, 3 in this game, once versus Castlevania, once Haunted Castle, once Castlevania The Adventure. I played Dracula's Curse 8 times. 7 times the Japanese version, once in the US. Once Kid Dracula on Famicom. Twice on Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge. Once Japan, Japanese version, once the US. Twice in SC4, Super Castlevania 4. Oh. Thank you, Xandro, I assume it's pronounced. Thank you for following, I appreciate it. I played a little bit of Castlevania X68000, but I didn't finish it. Rondo of Blood twice, Bloodlines 4 times, Dracula X twice. The PS4 and Sega Saturn versions of Symphony of the Night, Castlevania Legends once, Castlevania 64 3 times, Legacy of Darkness 4 times. I played a little bit of Circle of the Moon but didn't finish. I finished it before, but I didn't that run. Played a little bit of Harmony, or I finished Harmony Dissonance, played some Vario Sorrow, finished Lament of Innocence, played some Curse of Darkness, played Order of Shadows 3 times. That's a mobile game that I think I'm the only one in the world that likes. Castlevania Order of Shadows. I played Dracula X Chronicles and Adventure Rebirth, each one. 54 entire runs in the Castlevania series in the span of like a few weeks. I was ridiculously in. I know I have a note here somewhere. Timeline, release year, platform. I know I have this. No, I guess I don't. I'll just look it up on the internet. I know there's a Castlevania fan site that I really like that I haven't seen in a while. I don't remember what it is. I could find it. Yeah, I'll just go to the strategy wiki. Level 6 is the maximum, so I can only level up twice more, which I think means I need like 500 actually for the next level. No, it doesn't go up as high as I thought it did. Level 1 is for 100, 2 is 150, 3 is 200, 4 250, 5 300, 6 350. It goes up by 50 each time. Yeah, 300 is what I need now, so that's what I'm going for right now. Got sidetracked there looking at my notes, but... I like your emoji, Xandro. It's so tiny on my monitor. Yeah, like I'm at an hour 56. Normally I'd stop at 2 CST, so 2 hours either way. Oh! God, I got distracted. That's right, I was grinding. I wanted to go back and forth. But like, I'm on the last mansion, and there's very little left to do. So like, I'm just gonna go until I finish the game. It's the tiniest one. It is very small. I wasn't sure if it was just like my Streamlabs having tiny font size or something, but yeah, it is very small. 89, almost a third. For some reason I thought for the higher levels you needed like 500 or 600 experience, but no, 350 is the most you ever need to get at once. And I'm not certain that I can get to the highest level right now. I kind of hope I can't, because if I can, I'm going to be tempted to. Oh, I really need to be careful. I don't remember if I can die again. It'd be a real bummer if I get close to leveling up and then die and get a game over. It's annoying that the death fire that appears when you kill an enemy is the same sprite as when the skeletons throw a bone and they light on fire on the ground. Because it's scaring me like I'm going to get damaged just walking to where an enemy was. Occasionally you can get lucky and get a bunch of enemies spawning at once. I say get lucky, but that could be unlucky depending on your situation. Oh, I didn't get that one. I love having the flame whip though. It looks so cool, it's so satisfying. I like the sound too. 125, almost halfway. Not bad. Nice, so satisfying. Oh, I'm having fun now. This has been a fun stream. Way more chill than trying to do Buster only in X1. I'm sure it's weird to be like, oh, so much more chill to play Castlevania. So much easier. But Buster only is hard. And like, there are only a few Castlevania games that I have trouble with. Most of them I've beaten several times. The ones I haven't beaten, I really should, and that'd probably be a good thing to do on stream. Since I basically just need to play Castlevania on the X68000 until I'm good enough to beat it. I just haven't like put in the time to get good enough. And that's true for Vampire Killer as well, but that game is basically just gonna mean like it's just gonna mean playing the game over and over and over again until I have everything entirely memorized. Because if you get a game over, that's it. So I have to get good enough to just get through the whole game with only dying a couple times. And even the Castlevania games that I'm quite good at, I usually die several times. Like, it is not an uncommon occurrence for me to get a game over in a Castlevania game. So the fact that in Vampire Killer you can't get a game over, it's crazy. It's like playing Gradius 1 or 3, where it just feels impossible. Just one game over and that's it. I think I'm specifically thinking the arcade versions. I'm thinking of the PSP collection. I believe console ports give you like one continue. Maybe you can earn more. I haven't played as much of the Gradius series as I'd like to. I've played a good bit of all the games, but I haven't finished any of them. Maybe I finished Gradius Rebirth. I don't think that one's that hard, but I don't remember for sure. Well, I finished Life Force, but only using the life code, the Konami code, so I don't know if I should really count that. 233! so close. I think what I'm gonna do is after I level up, assuming I successfully level up without dying. Oh, which I'm getting scared every time they throw a bone. I'm gonna kill myself. And if that's a game over, then good, I get lives back. And the only thing I've lost is money, and I can grind to get the money I need to buy the things here. Obviously, like, I'm grinding right now. And I've gotten a ton of money from this. I could very easily get enough to buy the oak steak and... Is it just laurels? There's someone else in this place that sells something. It might just be laurels. But even if it is, I want to buy it. Because having more than one laurel, it'll be very helpful to get back to the right. Oof, it's scary. I wish I remembered how many lives I have left. Because then at least I would know if I could afford to die. I need to prioritize killing the skeletons, because they can attack me from farther away. All of the spear guys can charge you. Oh, so close. 10 more. Yeah, I feel the need to point out once again that I apologize. This is not exactly riveting gameplay. Oh, I think just one more heart. Literally just one more heart. Oh, there we go. I guess that filled my health, so there's no reason to kill myself. I forgot it would fill my health. Can I level up again? I can. I'm not going to do that right now, but I might do that on the way out of the mansion. I don't remember where anything is in this mansion. Do I go to the right here, or is this a dead end? That's dead end. Might be a hint book, but I don't know that I really care to check. Yeah, and I'm throwing holy water all over the place. Oh, it's so weird that you can get knocked off of stairs. I think that we fall through part here somewhere. Certainly feels like a place they do it. I want to get as many hearts as I can on the way up, because that'll help me. I don't have to grind as long later. Where you see the enemies walking, that's not a false platform. You can know that, so that's helpful. I don't think that leads anywhere. Ow. Go up there. I'll do that after I go down here. I think down here is both where the other cellar is and where the orb is. I think this just leads to a hint book. No. It leads to nowhere, actually. Great. Even better. Oh, it's so nice having so much health. And I think leveling up also does increase your defense. I'm not certain, though. Yeah, here's the... What did you sell? I beg of you to take these laurels. Oh, you don't sell anything. You just give me free laurels. Awesome. This part sucks. You often just get juggled on those spikes. It's very easy to just lose all your health. Even if you're full level. Max level. Your favorite dead ends. You know? How'd you know? Oh, here we go. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but here's Carmilla. You can just stand still here, and your shield will block her attacks. And then you can just... I don't remember what the best thing to do here actually is. Am I safe still here? Ah, you can't hit her on the ground. Do you have to jump to hit her? don't. I think you do, actually. So just, I guess, block shots, stand still, and then jump and whip her. And yeah, this is the whole fight. Carmilla doesn't transform, the mask doesn't break away and reveal a skull like in Rondo. This was her first appearance. In Castlevania, obviously, it's an existing character. It's considered like the first piece of like vampire fiction. And there we go. You now possess the magic cross, which I believe you need to get to Dracula's castle. And the orb is here. But I want to go find the oak stake lady. I believe she's just up from the laurel person. You now possess, sorry, Dracula's ring. I don't remember what the ring does. I believe that's all the items in the game. Obviously the oak stake will go to the right of the fire here. But if I remember correctly, there's literally nothing that goes to the right of the crystals. It's just an empty spot. And like to the left of the silk bag is reasonable, because like that's just part of the whip name. It's a space that looks like it could be filled, but it's also fine to be empty. Like, that spot pisses me off. How dare I not speak English right? You're right, I'm sorry. Yeah, and also she respawns. I mean, if I want to go harder on the English, she's often translated as Camilla in Castlevania, which obviously Camilla is also a name, like in Fire Emblem, but it's not an intentional thing in Castlevania. Her name is Carmilla, like the vampire. But if I remember correctly, the oak stake lady is just up this way. How close am I to leveling up? Not very, but I think I'm still going to grind before I leave the mansion. Ow, ow, ow! Oh, they can move around quite a bit. Nice. Oh. I am excited, though. I think next week I'll play through Castlevania 3. Yeah, it's right here, actually. Invest in an oak stake? I'm not going to use it, but yes, thank you. You don't have to go get another one after you do all 5 mansions, but I always like to have my inventory full, so we're as full as it can be with that gap. And yeah, I'm just gonna grind again here. I have enough health. Ooh, he's walking in the ground. That's probably a mistake to just jump that way. Right here that I was, right? Yeah. And I just need 250, or actually 300. It's 350 I need to get to, so... I'm sorry. But I'm gonna grind again. I guess this game's not exactly mile-a-minute action anyway. And actually, I'm gonna look up what yeah, by the way, your defense does go up with the level ups. Every time. At level 0, you take 100% damage. Level 1, 75%. Your life only goes up every other level, but your defense goes up every time. At level 2, your life goes up from 48 units to 64, and your defense goes up from... The damage you take goes down from 75% to 50%. Level 3, 50 to 25%. Level 4, your health goes up from 64 to 80. And defense, your damage taken, God, I can't speak, goes down from 25% to 12.5. Level 5, the level I just got, brings the damage you take down to just 6.67%. And the final level will increase my health from 80, which is 20 bars, to 96, 24 bars. And the damage I take will go down from 6.67% to 6.25%. That's a very minor change. All this information, by the way, is from strategywiki.org. What was I gonna look up? I don't remember now. I get distracted looking more at the level system. Oh, Dracula's parts. I want to see what they do. And all the parts are also in Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, because that's a sequel to this game, technically. You're playing as Simon's grandson, Juiced. Castlevania 2, it grants a the rib grants a shield when standing still or jumping that repels most projectiles. Now I'm on the Castlevania wiki. The nail. Yeah, it allows you to break blocks with whip instead of holy water, like I said. Allows you to see the locations of hints hidden in breakable walls. Yeah, it's not that useful. The ring, it has no function. It's just a thing you have to collect to beat Dracula at the end. The heart makes the ferryman take you to Bram's. Oh! The first mansion's not Bram's mansion. I got the names mixed up. I don't remember. I don't know what they are then. Apparently, the mansion with death is Bram's mansion, which is presumably named after Bram Stoker, the author of the original Dracula novel. I was not going to look up how to beat Dracula. I know how to beat Dracula. Spam fire. That's all you have to do to beat Dracula. I have beaten him normally without using that, but you can just unlock him like you can Death in the first game. And Death in this game, really, but... I think I realized the stream manager in the Twitch app, it only shows Twitch chat messages. I don't know why I said Twitch there. Obviously, I'm talking about Twitch. It only shows chat messages that are sent while I have it open. But like it says, the last thing here is, how dare you not speak English right, even though you sent another message just while I had something else open. I thought it didn't show, I thought it like cleared between changing games. Actually, I think it still does that. If you change the game, I think it does clear the chat. Just in the stream manager, obviously, not in the actual stream. Oh. That one skeleton just wanted to be a little fancier. Oh. That one successfully hit me. Lucky bitch. 104. Just 250 left, basically. I'm already at 215. I don't know why I'm looking at the stream time. I can literally just look at the normal time. I started at noon. Just jam into the music. Music is very repetitive. But I love it. I guess when I say repetitive, it's mostly just that there aren't very many songs in the game. There's like 5 songs? The Japanese version actually has a bonus song, because the Famicom Disk System version of this game has a save system, and the save screen has a song that's not used in the US version. And unfortunately, this is the only game in this collection that doesn't have the Japanese version. Because neither of the two Famicom Disk System games are represented in the collection here. The Japanese version of Castlevania 1 that's on here is the later Famicom cartridge release, which also doesn't have a save system. The original one does. But this game never got a cartridge release in Japan. So the Japanese version just isn't on here because they didn't port the FDS games. I say games. Both the two games released in the FDS are here, just not the FDS versions of them. Castlevania 1 and 2, alongside Metroid and Zelda, are some of the games I most want to get on the Famicom Disk System. I can speak. Although, for Zelda, it's not that important, because they did include a save system in the US versions. They just have a battery in the cartridge. Which I've never really thought about it, but a save battery just, like, basically provides the power to keep the memory from being cleared, right? Because, like, at least for the NES, cartridges aren't rewritable. It's just, like, storing... I guess, does the cartridge itself have memory? I don't actually know how save batteries work. Oh, I killed him from behind. I always forget that the back of the behind part of the whip swing animation does have a damaging hitbox. I'm almost done. I'm at 257, I just need 100 more parts. And then I'm at max level, and I'm gonna go straight to the end of the game. Because I have everything now. All I have to do is go directly to the right. I'll hit Castlevania. Actually, yeah, I want to look up... I got the Thorn Whip, the Chain Whip, the Warning Star, the Flame Whip. I thought there were more whips than that for some reason. I want to double check what the cross does. Like, the gold knife isn't necessary, right? Yeah. You need to have the cross and the ring, apparently, to open the entrance to Dracula's castle. Because I think you can get there without the rest. Yeah, actually, I think because Death drops the knife, you actually don't have to kill him. He's optional in this game. The golden knife, whatever. But Carmilla drops the cross that you need to get into Dracula's castle. I think if you get the knife and the cross, you can get to the castle. You just won't be able to fight Dracula without the rest of his parts. And I love that I'm counting his ring as a part of him. Oh, 293, just 57 more. God, I'm sweating all over my controller. Why? Not that intense. But this stream has been really fun. I'm also... Get a fan. That's a good idea. I do have a ceiling fan in this room. I just don't really want the sound to get picked up on my microphone. Look at my phone vibrate. Well, thank you. I haven't died as much as I normally do in this game, because usually I'm not as cautious. There's only like one time that I actually lost some experience that I was sad about. Oh, just 24 away, and then I'm finally done grinding. But like even this doesn't take that long. I could understand someone not considering this worth it. It's like not really. I don't need additional health or defense. I intend to use the stun lock on Dracula, because even without it, the fight's not that difficult, and it's also not very interesting to look at. Oh, come on, come on. Yeah! There we go. I am now max level. I have 96 health units, 24 bars, I think? There we go. And I have all the laurels I could ever want. I actually wonder how many I'm going to go through just getting through here. I'm going to say 4. Maybe Dracula has his blood in his ring? I suppose so. Turns out it's not actually a red gem, that's just like a glob of blood magically attached to the ring. Oh, there's something really weird about killing fire monsters with a flame whip. Like, you'd think they'd be immune to it, right? And you actually can undo the flame whip. It's the only upgrade that you can, like, revert. It's free, and the lady, if you talk to her again, she'll just take it away. You can swap it. You can swap between the Morning Star and the Flame Whip anytime you want to. I know I said I'd go up there, but there's literally nothing up there. There's no reason to go up there, so I'm not going to. Sorry. I really am excited to finish the game now. Fine. I have an excess of laurels. I don't need them. And even if I get a game over now, it doesn't really matter. Because I respawn right where I am, and I'm max level and everything. I don't remember quite how far I have to go to the right. Because here's the mansion. This is the 4th mansion you spawn at. When you go through the tornado. So now I'm heading to the right. I don't think it takes very long. These gargoyles, I guess. More Medusa heads. It's a little annoying that I don't one-shot these fucking Medusa heads. Oh yeah, there's a town here! I don't think there's anything in this town. But I guess I'll wait. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say I'll wait to see if there's anything. I forgot this town existed. Is this where there's the old lady that says, "Let's live here together"? Or does she say, "Get back"? There's the old lady that says, "Get back." There's the one that says, "If you look into the Death Star, you will die." And there's the one that says, "Let's live here together." The weird old ladies. I thought this town was abandoned for some reason. I guess I might as well fill my health since I'm right here. Yo, priest. Thank you. I love the town music. I don't think I specifically commented on it earlier. It's maybe my 4th favorite of the 5 songs. So few. There's nothing to the right. I always want to check though. The scrolling, the vertical scrolling in this game is really slow. Sometimes you can get to the top so fast that you can't jump. Buy some of my laurels. No. Technically, that would add to my total, but no. I don't need them. I don't want them. Yeah, this town has no, like, upper floors. That's all it is. These green mermen remind me of, I don't remember anything about the details of that episode, but the like, swamp monster from Kim Possible. That's what they're making me think of right now. No, I still have some forest to get through. Laurels! God, there's more here than I thought there was. I think this leads to a town. There's nothing to buy though, right? Is this the one that's just completely abandoned? I think it is. That's 2 laurels I've wasted. Oh, there's nothing here, actually. Straight up. Okay. They might be harpies. I might just been getting confused because they're, like, brown. I suppose they're probably harpies. There are gargoyles in the castles, the mansions. Is she the one that says, is this Death Star lady, or live here together? Let's live here together. No. In fact. Burn. Oh, this is a dead end. Is it the top path that's a dead end? No, I think this just leads to the graveyard. Bird. This bird's gray. What is this way? I don't remember this part of the map at all. Forgot there's so much. Okay, yeah, here's the path to Castlevania. So I'm gonna go up. I think it's just a dead end, but I want to go up the other path. Show all the paths at least. I completely forgot how much stuff is over here. God, bloody tears. If any of you haven't heard it, I highly recommend the Megas / the Belmonts cover of Bloody Tears. It's one of the first 3 Castlevania songs they did, alongside Heart of Fire and At a Time. And they're exceptional songs. They've now done every level theme from Castlevania 1 except for 1. I hope they do that eventually. And they've also done Bloody Tears and Beginning. I'm pretty sure this is just a complete dead end, but I guess we'll see. Oh, it's weird. These guys take 2 hits to kill. Obviously, I'm not going as fast as I could be here, but it is still interesting how much longer this is taking me than Castlevania 1. I'm curious how Castlevania 3 will compare as well. I believe there's, like, literally nothing here. But whatever. Completeness. Next week I'll do Castlevania 3, and I'll probably... Is there an invisible ladder here? Yeah, like, this is literally dead end. Yeah, there's an invisible staircase. Cool. Okay, now it's on to Castlevania. I prefer to just call it Dracula's Castle, if I'm being honest, because to me, Castlevania just is the series name. It feels weird to call the castle that. It always sounds weird when I hear that. Oh, but I was saying earlier, I would love to see a remake of any other Castlevania game aside from the 2 that have gotten them. And especially Castlevania 1, 2, or 3. Although, I guess I'd want 2 modes. One that preserves the original controls, where you're locked into the jump, and one that feels more like, say, Rondo. Because I would want both as options. In Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth, you have the option to turn on classic jump style, and the game works well both ways. And this game could really benefit from a remake. Maybe actually turn it like more Metroidvania. Expand it a bit, because if it had proper Metroidvania features like a map, it would still be really short. Or at least really simple. So I think maybe expanding the game a bit, making it like more modern Metroidvania style. It'd be really cool to do that for Vampire Killer as well, because that game is also sort of early Metroidvania. And Vampire Killer actually came out the same year as Castlevania 1. They were developed alongside each other. Vampire Killer is basically the MSX2 sister to Castlevania 1. And that came out the same year as Metroid, although I believe later in the year. Here we go. On to Castlevania now. Are there any enemies on the bridge here? I don't think so. I think this is basically the start of Castlevania, and the entire castle is empty. Open Twitch on my tablet. Here we are. I forgot this had a unique song here. I'm gonna switch to the nail just so that I can break platforms with my whip. It is cool though. This is the hallway from the beginning of level 1 of Castlevania 1. Not every area here represents an area from Castlevania 1, but it's really cool that this castle is destroyed because it's in ruins after the first game. You're returning here to put an end to Dracula's curse. One weird thing you can do here is, while you're kind of locked in here, if you just jump, like, you're supposed to go up this ladder, and there's a wall here, but if you just jump, you can make your way through it. It's strange. And that's true here too, although it doesn't matter because you can just jump up onto the platform. I think that's it as far as platforms, or blocks I need to break. Like that ever successfully happens, nobody ends Dracula for good. Well, technically, Julius and Alucard did in 1999, which is why he never appears after that point. Instead, he's reincarnated as Soma, which I guess if you count that, then he's not gone for good, but the character is. And this is what you want to do here. Just throw fire. I don't know why he's not appearing at all. I believe he's taking damage. He's just invisible. There we go. And soon. There we go. That's it. That's the final boss. I love being in midair. Oh, and which ending is this? I can never remember what they look like. The endings feel really weird. It feels like they're out of order. Although the confrontation between Simon And Dracula has it's concluded, not consummated. Simon couldn't survive his fatal wounds. Transylvania's only hope is a young man who will triumph over evil and rid the city of Dracula's deadly curse. It's so slow. I think that's the bad ending, despite it being all colorful. Oh yeah, and there's no credits or anything. That's just it. Prologue. Step into the shadows of the Hell House. You've arrived back here at Transylvania on business to destroy forever the curse of the evil Count Dracula. Alright, he lives in... Well, I don't know if he lives in Transylvania. He lives in Wallachia. Those are two different parts of Romania, I believe. But yeah, that's Castlevania 2. The true curse is that text speed. Yeah. But so yeah, I think that'll be it for this stream. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the follows. And this has been really fun. So next week I'll do Castlevania 3. See you there.